Hello everybody, welcome to today's session. In today's video, we're going to go over a few currency pairs that I have on my watch list. And without further ado, let's dive right into that. So we're going to start off with JPYX. JPYX, the Japanese currency yen. Currently, it's in a very steep downtrend. So obviously, if you look at it from the weekly perspective, you can actually notice that it's in a very steep downtrend. Prices are creating lower low after lower low, and they keep on pushing lower. Now, you can see the first retracement hit the 0.5, second retracement hit the 0.3, and even broke that lower low. So currently, my anticipation is that I need to see, this is from the weekly perspective, I need to see JPYX dump until it hits the 1 extension. The tool that I've used here is the Fibonacci extension. And then once prices reach here, retrace until somewhere here before it continues pushing lower all the way until 1.618. That's my big time frame view of JPYX, as in the bears will keep on being dominant. Now, if we go to the lower time frames, because mind you, that was the weekly, on seeing what's really happening right here and now, we can actually see, like last week, prices closed on Friday up here after giving us that small rejection, indicating that prices couldn't push any higher. And then for the rest of the week, prices were just created dodges, like no momentum whatsoever. That's why there were very few trading opportunities. And if we even go to the lower time frames, such as the 4-hour, you can see how prices have been ranging. Like all of this isn't a trend. This is a range. Like prices aren't going anywhere, and it started since during or towards the end of March until right now. Now, what usually happens after this is that prices always do this. Like there's this thing like prices rally and then consolidate, right? And then after consolidation, they retrace and then they continue, right? So right now, we are in this phase right here. So I'll be anticipating to see prices actually break out of this range with a higher high, so that it can actually retrace before we actually continue, going low. Now, for that to happen, obviously prices will have to break yay high, because obviously if you look at this, prices are just creating, or prices are in this some kind of channel. Okay, so this descending trend line is okay, but I don't really like it. In your analysis, you have to try your very best to be as neat as possible and make sure that your analysis makes sense to you. So you can see here we have this market structure. Here it acted as a support, here it acted as a resistance. So for me to actually take part in JPYX, I'll need to see prices break above here, give me some kind of a retest before I actually look for buys for prices to come until somewhere here. Now, once I get there, then I believe prices will have retraced and I'll be looking for a bearish continuation. So that's what I'm really looking forward to on the JPYX. Now, how will this be impacting the other JPYX pairs? CAD JPY, we can actually notice that prices have also been ranging. This whole thing, prices, this isn't a trend, this is a range, right? So prices have been ranging since towards the end of March. That's why we have been having fewer trading opportunities again. Now, what I'll be looking for is for prices to actually break below here, give me some kind of a retest, for prices to dump until they hit this market structure down here. That's what I'm anticipating to see happen on CAD JPY. With Euro JPY, same things apply. Prices have been ranging a lot here, so I'll be looking for prices to kind of break below here and then give me that move before we look for that bullish continuation, as prices are inversely correlated to JPYX. So that's my view on the JPYX pairs, meaning CAD JPY and Euro JPY, and how I anticipate them to play out in the near future. Now, how does that leave us with DXY? We understand that DXY is inversely correlated to JPYX. Now, currently, we can see, starting off from the weekly perspective, we can see last week prices closed with a doji, indicating a lack of momentum. And the lack of momentum happened as prices approached this resistance structure. So we might be seeing for the coming week some kind of a retracement before we look for that continuation, because there is no doubt that prices have always been in an uptrend after prices broke above these highs, creating that higher high, creating this higher low, and then prices created that high, higher low, higher high. So this internal trend is bullish. This exterior trend is also bullish, and prices just broke above this trend line. So that means prices have a very high possibility to retrace, retest this trend line or this market structure, wherever it may be. And then from there, prices will keep on being bullish. That's how DXY is going to play out in this coming future. How will that be impacting the other US dollar pairs? With the US dollar pairs, you can see how prices, USD JPY, you can see how it's playing out. Like prices just broke above that high. So obviously we'll be looking for some kind of a retracement before you get that continuation. Euro USD prices just broke below these lows. So we'll be looking for that retracement. But I don't think prices will actually retrace just to here. I believe we'll actually push in there before prices actually dump. We have, so more elaboration on Euro USD. I believe prices might retrace to the, the trend line before we see that continuation. With GBP USD, prices are acting strange. They just broke below here and they keep on pushing lower. Obviously, the bears are still in control with this one. So for me, once the dollar starts retracing, obviously I'll be looking for that kind of retracement before I see that dump. But currently, we have to wait for the confirmation first. You don't just buy or sell without proper confirmation. Now, gold, since last week, I told you guys it will be risky to trade it. As you can see, what happened this week was that prices just kept on pushing, failed to break the all-time high. So obviously, I'll still be waiting for gold to retrace first before we actually buy, because I understand right now gold is in a very crazy, strong bullish rally. So obviously, prices will keep on being bullish, but taking a trade right now will still be risky. But if you must, wait for prices to actually break this trend line, and then you can take an aggressive entry, retrace a bit, look for exits on the major market structures like here, somewhere here, the major structures. That's where you take your profits, and then from there look for buying opportunities, right? Now with gold, that's my anticipation and that's my view on it. Now if you want to sell, mind you, it will be a high risk trade, but for you to be safe, at least wait for this trend line to be broken. Now that's my view on the currency pairs this coming week. And guys, I have an opinion. Like, I want to start making daily videos because the market is so volatile nowadays. Like, we can have a weekly outlook, and then by Tuesday, the weekly outlook has completely changed. And that gives people the sense that I do give wrong analysis. But mind you, my analysis is always by the end of the week. So obviously, a lot of things can happen by the middle of the week, so all that can change. Now, I want to start giving daily views or daily breakdowns of the market. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about that. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you giving me your time. Till next time, guys, I'll see you then. Cheers. Take it easy out there.